and this weekend it's going to be really interesting. Apparently it's going to be extremely windy, so that's one. And I was in one of my van groups, and one of the members said, hey, everybody stay away from trees. And I'm thinking, okay, and because it's going to be windy. And also, if you have solar panels, you want to make sure they're secure, or you're in an area where it's not too windy, which I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. But today, apparently, it's going to be really windy. What's really interesting as well is it's December and there's no more snow. It's literally no more snow. It was raining this morning. Right now, it's about, I think about 6:30 or so, 6:30 in the morning. I've got my diesel heater on, so it's cold enough that I have to have my diesel heater on, but it's warm enough that I don't have to have it on too high. It's been pretty good that way. I just made some coffee and I'm pretty much ready to start the day. Since it's going to be pretty good weather, I'm probably going to try to fix something on my van. I know the back of the van, the little table that I have it's getting a little rickety. One of the screws fell out, and that's probably because the wood that it was going into was kind of worn down a bit. So it's not critical, but little fixes like that. And oh yeah, and I know before in one of my videos, my short videos, I had mentioned that I was going to be fixing up the bed and putting some Velcro, but you know what? I didn't end up doing that, because what I ended up doing was I just placed one of those rug stops underneath my cushion, and that stopped it from kind of rolling off the bed. And yeah, it's working really well. So I didn't even have to touch a hammer or a drill or anything. I just literally, I had this rug stop that just happened to be the same size as my bed and bench, and it worked out quite well. So that was always good. One thing you may have noticed is that this particular angle is new, so you could see the top of the roof, which a lot of you guys already know I really love. And because there's such an amazing story behind it. The roof, well, first of all, it used to be like the original roof, where just really bland, just white. And I had two options. Was one, take it off, or just place sort of like a facade or like a cover. I think it's called a facade, where you're just putting something over it so it looks nice, but also there's some R value there as well. So I kept the original ceiling, and I keep interchanging between roof and ceiling, so I'll just say ceiling for today because that's what I remember. So for the ceiling, I kept the original one, and I think that was a good idea, because I think that also brought about some R value. And then what I did was I placed right up over there with some really thin plywood that I found pretty much in the trash, and I cleaned it up and I built it out. And that's about a majority of this entire van build. This van build, what you see here, all this stuff, okay, all this stuff that you see here was all built from free, found, near free, or gifted materials. Now, the only thing that I didn't buy used were the electrics, because I didn't want to mess with that stuff. I want to make sure I had new stuff, and that it was all legit. So that's a bit of history with regards to the ceiling, and a bit about how this thing was built out. And oh, you know what? Here's something for you, and it's been really good. And what it is, it's one of these things. Maybe I'll show a video. It's a coffee grinder. It's just so cool. It's really cool, and it makes coffee taste that much better, especially when it's newly ground. So anyway, that's a quick update. Talked about the bed, talked about the ceiling again, and the weather, and how it's going to be windy. And and finally, this new format where it's a portrait mode versus landscape. Let me know what you think. If you think this is okay. I tend to be a little more comfortable with this mode, because you see more of the van, okay? And I think if you're on a phone, it also displays better, so you see more of more of everything kind of thing. But maybe I'll alternate between landscape and portrait mode. It depends. Okay guys, thanks very much, and thanks for listening to me rant, and thanks for all your support and comments, and really your interest in this van build. It's been such a joy. It's, I've had so many adventures with this little van build, and I'm hoping to have some more maybe this winter and definitely next summer. And it really depends on how long this camper van, this minivan actually lasts. Okay, so I've been really good. It's been really good in terms of not needing any major repairs, just the standard stuff. But I think next year I'm going to need some brakes done. Okay, I am actually done. Thanks very much for visiting, and thanks for your support. I think I said that already. And if you like the video, please like it. If you think it's worthy, please subscribe, and have a great day. And remember, you are awesome. I know I have to remind myself of that, not because, you know, I think I'm super awesome, but I think it's good to remind yourself that you could do stuff. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. And yeah, in this case here, I built out a van, and you can too. Bye.